It's very challenging because it's not linear. Four different components are coming together from different sides. So you have like music coming, text coming, film, and then dance. And they have to meet each other. They don't meet along a timeline. So making those pieces fit together is a kind of puzzle in three-dimensional time and space. And that's really wonderfully challenging and totally inclusive, yeah. The character of Iphigenia is called by her father Agamemnon to Aulis. He's told in an oracle that he needs to sacrifice her so the winds will blow and the ships can go to war. They can go to Troy and win the Trojan War. And she kind of honorably and nobly goes to sacrifice for Greece, for her country. And then at the end of the play, we don't know if she's killed or if the goddess Artemis replaces her with a deer and the deer's killed and she's taken off somewhere, carried off by the gods. But in the second play, she's alive, and it's after the Trojan War, and she's in a foreign country and she's serving foreign gods. She doesn't really understand what she's doing. It's a dreadful job, and she just waits and hopes for her brother to come, save her, and take her back home. So what I thought was that for all this time between plays, she's a refugee. And she is in this no man's land or nowhere, a liminal space. And I wanted to write a play about that strange nowhere, because the ancient Greeks believed that if you were exiled and sent out to be a foreigner, that you were in a worse condition than being dead. It's set to music, so the music takes it, and then some lines are repeated, again, to make a rhythm and to make a pulse and to make music. So the general text is still there, but some lines are repeated and some lines have been trimmed. I knew I wanted to work with this filmmaker, and that's how the project started, because I really admire her filmmaking. She does observational documentary. She just waits, watches. She has an ability to talk with people, and we thought, we both love theater, we both love film, we both love literature, and we decided, how could we work together? And it was during that time that the refugee crisis kind of came into the media, and the Syrian uprising started in 2011, and we realized by 2012, let's focus our forums on the people who are being displaced by these conflicts. I knew I wanted to write the play in 2012. I started it in 2014. We tested out the first act of the play in Greece, in a ruins, in 2015 with the filmmaker there. And at that time, the boats from Turkey with the refugees started to come into Lesbos, the island of Lesbos, rapidly, like 12 boats a day, 60 boats a day. And we realized, wow, we need to be present to that. And we had to, it's so strange to have a camera, because when you have a camera, you become so present, and also people become present to you. It's very different than theater. Theater's really slow, but film is like right there. And that was when we realized we have more work to do. We wanted to be there, and we actually both artistically wanted to turn the lens towards the refugee crisis, kind of knowing it can't stay in the media forever, because people can't stay focused on one issue. But we could, as artists, we could stay focused. We believe art can reach people in a different way than the media. It's not about relaying facts, it's about experiencing what it is to be a human being within the refugee crisis from all sides. How are we complicit? How are we participating? How can we help? What can we do? How can we keep hope? So it asks many questions about being human, and that's what we want.